Hello from Animal Kingdom. It is 8 o'clock. Animal Kingdom just opened up and I'm going over to Dinoland to see the walls that they just put up and then get some breakfast before I have to go to work today. I do have to leave to go to work, so this is going to be the quickest trip to Animal Kingdom I've ever taken. This is hanging on by a thread because they just announced the closure or the closing date of Dinosaur. And I got a park map because look at Dinoland USA. It's just a pathway to get back to Dinosaur and Restaurantosaurus now. But that's what I'm here to see. I'm just going over to Dinoland just to see that path. This is pretty cool. They're working on the marquee for Better Zootgether over here at the Tree of Life. They're like actively working on it right now. I can already see the walls right there. This is weird. I wanted to come over here before they really just started to tear down the boneyard. This is definitely pretty sad. Just the walls are right here. And you have to go all the way around and then down the pathway to get back to Dinosaur. I am genuinely surprised how far out the walls are, all the way out here over by Trilobites. It's closed about a week ago, but everything's pretty much still there. The dig site, the boneyard, the Brachiosaurus. Welcome to Dinoland USA. And again, to get back to Dinosaur, you have to go around. And they're just walls on either side of this narrow path leading back to Dinosaur. There's a concept art of the new Encanto ride and a sign that says Dinosaur and Restaurantosaurus this way in Dinoland USA. So they have absolutely started to do some work over here by the boneyard. They've taken down a lot of the trees. This is sad. Also, Dinosaur has a delayed opening right now, which is why I can just walk over here with really nobody else. Looks like Donald's meet and greet is gone too. I like that they've added relevant concept art by the respective rides, having Encanto over there on that wall and then having Indiana Jones over here. Dinosaur being down is weird because there's no one over here and it feels like I shouldn't be here. Restaurantosaurus is not even open yet, and the walls go all the way down to Dinobite Snacks, which is the little ice cream window. And I will come back to Restaurantosaurus before this closes in Dinosaur, obviously. This is kind of fun though, having the entire land pretty much to myself. So I'm walking back to Dinosaur, and it's completely empty over here. So the final day to ride Dinosaur is going to be February 1st, 2026. And moments like this, where it's very quiet over here right now, is something that I'm going to relish when this is inevitably very popular over the next few months. I don't know if I'm going to be here on the last day, but it would be really cool to see that crowd. This is sort of a pleasant surprise. I came back into the store and they have the Dinosaur shirts in restock. This is going to be very popular. So I got a Dinosaur shirt. I did not expect to get that because this is a very popular and hot merchandising item, and I couldn't come to Dinosaur without saying hi to my little guy. All right, but I do have to go to work now. Again, that was the fastest trip to Animal Kingdom I will ever take because I just wanted to see the walls and apparently get a shirt, and then I do want to get some breakfast. And I am probably just going to have to get the sandwich, the breakfast guava egg cheese sandwich, pancake sandwich, and then just bring it to work with me, which I am going to run over to Drinkwalla to get that, I think. The tree clearing just makes this look even weirder, but yeah, I'm going over to Drinkwalla. I could get it at a couple places, I think, but I like going to Drinkwalla. I guess I appreciate how they did the phased closure of Dinoland. This is obviously pretty odd. Just have to walk down this narrow pathway to get back to Dinosaur. But if the entire land had closed at once, that would have been sad. So, how they closed, oh no, I forgot what this used to be called. Wait, Chester Nestor's Dinorama. Closing that first, and then the Boneyard, and then finally Dinosaur and Restaurantosaurus. I think it's a reasonable compromise, probably. And the land that Animal Kingdom is getting in place of this, I think it's going to be pretty cool. Having an Encanto, I think it's going to be a boat ride, and then Indiana Jones, which, I don't know. Dinosaur is very unique, and if it's just a clone of Disneyland, then that'll be a little bit sad, but I think it's going to be different, and hopefully fit the theme of Animal Kingdom. But I'm curious how long it's going to take for them to deconstruct the boneyard. It shouldn't take too long. This feels like Tom Sawyer Island to me, where I don't know when the last time I'm going to be seeing it is going to be. Is this my last time seeing the Brachiosaurus? It might be, but heading back across the bridge. But I have to go to work, like right now, so I'm going to Drinkwalla to get my pancake sandwich, and then going to Hollywood Studios later on. Who even knows how much longer this sign is going to be here? Presumably until Dinosaur closes, obviously. Exploration, excavation, exaltation. I feel bad if anybody wanted to ride Dinosaur, but that was really convenient for me that there was nobody over there. Also, I guess it makes sense that they would wait to close Dinosaur until they opened Better Zootgether. But here's Drinkwalla, where I'm getting my breakfast sandwich. And there it is, my stuffed pancake sandwich with sausage, guava paste, egg, and cheese, and I'm going to eat this at work. But that's what it looks like. That's the picture of it, and that's what's in this little tinfoil wrapper. I thought to myself, there's no way that I could go to Disney's Animal Kingdom and film part of a vlog and get a breakfast sandwich and then go to work, but I did it. My favorite breakfast sandwich and a Dinosaur shirt in like half an hour. Not a bad day. Definitely a nice benefit of getting here at 8 o'clock in the morning. Everyone else is coming in for the day, and I'm leaving And of course, walking across my bridge. This was fun, and I'm glad that I did this. I still get like surprised about the shirt. I anticipated them restocking this, but whenever they do restock it, they go very quickly. But now it's off to work, and then over to Hollywood Studios, by which time I will already have consumed and enjoyed this breakfast sandwich. So I'll see you at Hollywood Studios. And a little bit later, I've made it to Hollywood Studios. I'm here to go to Star Wars Launch Bay one last time before it closes. It's still a couple weeks before it closes permanently, but I wanted to make sure that I did. I'd like to meet Darth Vader, maybe, and Chewbacca. Brendan and I have met BB-8 before. We've also met Darth Vader and Chewbacca. It's the Sunset and Hollywood intersection. I don't know when I'd ever be able to meet Darth Vader again, so I'd like to try to do that. The final day for Star Wars Launch Bay is September 24th. I don't know if that applies to the entirety of Animation Courtyard. This is what the walls are going to be going up in a couple weeks too, in front of the arch entrance into the courtyard. Maybe. They have to at some point, but the Little Mermaid is staying open during this time, which is going to be really weird. They put up the walls to the entrance of the arch, then the only way to get to the Little Mermaid would be coming from that direction, and the walls would be like right here while they redo the courtyard. But this is what the courtyard looks like right now. Whenever the studio tour will come back. And I'm going inside Star Wars Launch Bay. One last time. Not a terrible wait time for any of the characters, really. So this is right inside the entrance of Launch Bay. There's this massive mural on the wall. This panoramic picture of episodes 1 through 9 with pretty much every major character represented here. So I'm going to be going back this way. And over here are different movie posters and artist renderings from different medias in the Star Wars universe. This used to be, I'm pretty sure that this used to be the queue for the tram ride in the old MGM Studios days. That's what this area was probably utilized for. I don't totally know. Right now, pretty much, it's just a stroller parking area, but I'm gonna go back here now to like actual Launch Bay. This is kind of cool, just to walk around here, right? With nobody else here. It's kind of weirdly quiet right now. There's the animation building. This is the courtyard, which I wonder they're going to be using this area for. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. It's right inside this room. There's just a bunch of models of spaceships and costumes. Like this is Slave 1, which is Jango Fett's ship. You can even see Jango Fett, a tiny little Jango Fett in the cockpit. A lot of these ships are going to cover my head. These are ships from the Rebel Alliance, formed from resistance movements that arose during the Clone Wars. The Rebel Alliance worked in secret for decades to overthrow the Emperor and restore democracy to the galaxy. Eventually, armed with the firepower of ships like the X-Wing and A-Wing, the rebellion triumphed over the Empire. So there's an X-Wing starfighter with a little guy in the cockpit, and then down here is an A-Wing starfighter. And then these are the Galactic Empire ships. The Galactic Empire ruled for years through fear, intimidation, and tyranny. With a mighty military force that included capital warships and Imperial starfighters, Emperor Palpatine's regime seemed unstoppable and permanent until some dared to strike back. This is a TIE fighter, a Star Destroyer, and then of course, the Death Star. I remember the animation desk used to be here, but now I'm heading over towards the meet and greets. Star Wars Launch Bay. It is a period of celebration. The Star Wars saga lives on with new adventures set in a galaxy far, far away. Here at Launch Bay, discover the latest stories of the saga and feel the power of the Force binding us together. Our journey begins with an awakening. Welcome to a new era. I gotta be sure to read that. That'll be a popular photo op once this gets closer to closing. This is a Scout speeder bike. So that's the line for Chewbacca, and this is the line for Darth Vader, which is only a 5-minute wait. So I'm gonna Darth Vader, I guess. There's no one in line. Hello.
Now, come forward.
Oh my God.
Take your place beside me.
I'm coming.
Your allegiance is reassuring. You will not regret your decision to serve the Empire.
I will not.
You may regret the decision not to.
Makes sense.
We part today on good terms. You would do well to maintain that course.
I will remember that. Thank you. Hi, Chewie. It's a pleasure to meet you. Okay, I don't know what he's doing on here.
What's with the
I don't know. I just was curious where he was on here because they got them, but then he's just right there front and center. Can I press a button? Is it okay? This one right here? Okay. Oh, not that one. Not the red one. I'm sorry. I'm new here. I don't know. Oh. Hey, that's fun. Cool, I get it. Oh, thank you. I know, I'm growing it out a little bit. I don't know if it'll end up looking like you, but it looks pretty good, right? Pretty hairy. You like it? Oh. Oh, yeah. My speeder goggles. It was nice to meet you. Have a great day, okay? Bye. So that was a little bit abrupt, but I met Darth Vader, who now has a 35-minute wait. I met him with nobody in line, and then I came over here to meet Chewbacca. And it didn't wait too long, but I got to meet both Darth Vader and Chewbacca. That's what happens when they post a 5-minute wait, I guess. So it was a little bit awkward to meet Darth Vader. I had to put my camera on the ground, and over here, at least for Chewbacca, they held my camera for me, but I got to meet them. Here's Rey and her speeder. This is where you can meet BB-8. There's the courtyard, and there's another massive mural, it looks like, with every single Star Wars character from every series and trilogy. This is like double the size of the one that you see when you enter into Launch Bay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and meet BB-8 because I'm here. Hi, BB-8! No, I know I Darth Vader in my shirt, but don't worry, I'm with the Resistance. I align with the Rebellion. And I have some good guys in my shirt too. I just gotta keep it low, you know? Cool. I have my camera, yeah, right? I have my camera over there. Thanks so much, BB-8. I appreciate it. Have a great day. So I just met BB-8. I feel like I am all sorts of awkward trying to meet Star Wars characters today. There's some props in here. There's C-3PO's arm and a bunch of other scraps and stuff. And that exits out into the cantina. Here we can get a picture with some blue milk. And then they have the holo chess Dejaric board over here. Years ago they would have Jawas roaming around that you could actually trade with. And I never got to do that, but it was very popular, I think. This is me trying to take a thumbnail with the blue milk. Here at a very awkward angle. So this was the Animation Academy, which was and is one of my favorite things I ever did at Disney, and I'm confusing myself with my timeline a little bit because I remember the cantina being here because you could trade with the Jawas during Star Wars weekends, I think, but then this wasn't always here because you could see through the glass walls into the animation building, you could see the characters that were meeting in the interactive animation things that they had here in the old animation building, so yeah, I don't remember, was this here before this became Launch Bay? So this is the exit back out into the courtyard. And this is back where I was earlier, where you can meet Chewbacca or Darth Vader, which have pretty decent wait times. So this is my last look at Launch Bay before it closes. And just the animation building again, which I'm so excited about. I don't think any timeline has been provided about that turnaround, but it might take a minute. I'm going to be the most nostalgic about this, probably, and Darth Vader. Who I got a terrible picture with. There I am, hello. There used to be some handprints down here. I think how they have them in front of the Chinese theater. There used to be some back here as well, so we'll see what this area looks like. It'd be cool to go to the gift shop again, or just, I don't know, this theater. I just want this to be used again, and I think that they're really going to do that with the animation building. At least I hope so. This is a pretty significant space here at Hollywood Studios. I'd like if they used this theater for like the new Disney animated films instead of using the Walt Disney Presents theater, and they could just have One Man's Dream playing consistently over there. I like that it's been so quiet over here. I can really actually walk around and enjoy Launch Bay. And I already walked over here to show the animation building, just sort of behind Launch Bay. I just love that there's so much history with this building, just the animated films that were made here. Right here, Disney's Hollywood Studios. So that's pretty much the extent of what I wanted to do at Hollywood Studios, formerly MGM, which this had more history with MGM, in particular the tram tour and just the animation building. But I'm so excited for this to become the animation building again. That's going to be, I don't know how long of a project, but I am very excited about that. I think I'm heading out of Hollywood Studios now. I did want to come back over to the posters before I leave, because I wanted to look at them. So there's the Phantom Menace, and Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith, and of course Star Wars, and then The Empire Strikes Back, and then The Return of the Jedi. And then I think this one's interesting, Revenge of the Jedi. These are interesting posters. This one's more or less my shirt. I've always thought that this was absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, I am leaving Hollywood Studios, and I think I'm going to Magic Kingdom. This is one more time walking out of Launch Bay, heading towards the arches. Disney Junior is also going away too, but that's okay. Goodbye, Launch Bay. You were here for just a little too long. and the camera's foggy. I'm gonna guess that they don't block off the arch and the courtyard yet, and that they just close launch bay and the dance party first, and then do this maybe later. But I guess I'll see in just a couple weeks. I did not take the best videos, but I got to meet Darth Vader and Chewbacca and BB-8 one more time. But again, I am heading out of the park to go over to Magic Kingdom, because if this weather cooperates, I would like to see Starlight again, because I've only seen it one time. So I'm leaving Hollywood Studios and heading to Magic Kingdom. So I've made it to the TTC. Look at all these monorails. All the monorails. And the weather was definitely not cooperative. I got soaked. Just on my way to the car at Studios, trying to get to Magic Kingdom, and of course, the rain has stopped now. But the parade is in like 2 hours. Cool, I have my entire own cabin here on the monorail. I'm a little bit nervous about the crowd tonight because it's in between the party days, so the park is open until 11 o'clock tonight, so everyone's probably going to be in Magic Kingdom today. There was some recent news about the castle at Magic Kingdom, which is that the castle is getting repainted to its original classic colors. And the sun is coming out now, which is good because I want to see Starlight. Maybe this is a good sign. There's nobody taking a picture in front of the train station. I do need to dry off a little bit, and I'm gonna get some dinner before the parade starts in, again, about 2 hours. Usually a rainstorm like this implies a very pretty sunset, hopefully later on tonight. The colors of the castle look a little bit more subdued right now, but they're going to be blue and white again. I did like these castle colors, but it was good just for the 50th. Like the gold added to the turrets, that looked really nice. But the iconic Magic Kingdom classic colors, I think you can't beat it. Something else that was announced is over in Tomorrowland, all the way in the very back. The Carousel of Progress is getting a Walt Disney animatronic, which is pretty cool. There's Walt right there talking about audio animatronics utilized in the Carousel of Progress, and now he's going to be an animatronic in the Carousel of Progress, similar to the one that's over at Disneyland. Presumably it's going to be installed in this very first scene. The theater's rotating right now. I didn't want to do the show today because I don't have a lot of time. I want to make sure that I get some dinner. But I wanted to walk over here because it's exciting. So I think I'm heading back to Frontierland. What I might do is get some corn dog nuggets from Casey's and then get a spot here on Main Street. But I wanted to walk over the Rivers of America first. I'm curious about the timeline of the castle being repainted and how long they could take. But again, I'm not upset about that, and I think that most people aren't. A lot of people also want the dream lights to come back, but I don't know about that. I would love that too. Oh boy, it is busy over here. I'm intimidated to see the first parade, but in addition to this video, I worked all day, so I'm tired, so I don't want to stay for the second parade. The sunset is very pretty already though. So I want to see what the Rivers of America look like. And there it is, the Rivers of America is back. It was pretty much drained, apparently, and then the torrential rain recently filled the river back in. This does scare me a little bit though, this scaffolding. I'm pretty sure at some point soon, this will block the view of the construction of the new Cars Land, which is obviously inevitable at this point. I didn't think that it would look like this. There's this massive pump over here, trying to pump out the rest of the water, which I'm pretty sure that this was dry somewhat recently, and then it got filled in again. Well, I just wanted to see it one more time. And what's really sad is that Potter's Mill has finally stopped turning. Will the balls finally be up the next time that we come to Magic Kingdom? I don't know, but I'm glad that I've gotten to see Starlight as much as I have before I never can again. All right, but I'm heading back to the Main Street to get some dinner from Casey's Corner. All right, Casey's Corner, I've not been here in a while, and this is what I'm getting. The mini corn dogs, and I could get it with chili cheese fries if I want. It's pretty busy in here, and also outside of the Main Street, there's like a massive crowd waiting for the parade, which is in over an hour. So I got my corn dog, nuggets, and my fries. I don't know if I'm gonna find a spot to watch the parade on Main Street. It is really busy. Actually, there's plenty of spots, so I just need to find a place to eat my corn dog nuggets. So we came down this quiet alleyway over here. Yay, I found a table to sit at and I can eat this and then go get a spot for the parade. So I ate my mini corn dogs and chili cheese fries back there, and I have my spot for Starlight, which starts in 45 minutes.
Wait, what is happening? Star!
this before?
Oh, it's so magical!
Come on, everybody! Wish upon a star!
I wish that this night would never end!
Alright, I'm going to try to turn around now and head out of the park because it is busy. I'm headed down to the main street, and there's the parade way down there, and I'm going to the monorail. I miss being able to watch the Main Street Electrical Parade from up here on the train station. And because everyone is staying for the fireworks, there is pretty much no line for the monorail, and that was super fast. Also, Starlight, I think I liked it a little bit more this time, but I still don't really like the ground performers, meaning I wish they were doing more with them. But I'm going home. I worked today. Before that, I went to Animal Kingdom to look at the construction walls over by Dinosaur. I got a dinosaur shirt. I had some breakfast. I went to Hollywood Studios to walk around Star Wars Launch Bay, and I met Darth Vader and Chewbacca and BB-8 and just said my final goodbyes to Star Wars Launch Bay, which I'm very happy to see go and be replaced by the new animation building. And then I came to Magic Kingdom and watched Starlight again, which I like a little bit more now, but I wish it was better. And then I also had some corn dog nuggets, which were delicious. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Have a great day, and goodbye.